Hello my loves and welcome to the Perfume Realm. My name is Manahil and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 captivating fragrances that will make him fall in love with you. But before we get started, I just wanted to say, if you're interested in joining the realm, I highly suggest clicking the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you can stay up to date on everything that is happening here. When you guys subscribe to my channel, you are supporting me and you are helping me grow, and I truly appreciate every single one of my subscribers. Now let's jump into the video. So recently I've been thinking of different video ideas and I thought I would do kind of a romantic love-based series for Valentine's Day that is coming up soon. So in the spirit of Valentine's Day, I thought this would be a fitting topic to do, and if you guys really enjoy this one, let me know if you want me to do like a little romance series or something. I was thinking the second one that I would do if I do a romance series and you guys are interested would be like a bridal fragrances video, and then following that one a honeymoon fragrances video. So let me know down in the comments, come collaborate with me. I love bouncing ideas off of you guys. All right, so let's start this list off with a banger. I'm going to introduce you guys to the beautiful Lavandes Trianon. Now this one is from Maison Lancôme. If you're not familiar, it has been discontinued, but you can find it around the web if you kind of dig around a little bit. This scent actually features, let me wipe off my fingerprints because of course they're all over it. This one actually features an aphrodisiac, and that is lavender. The main centerpiece of this entire fragrance is lavender, and that one is an aphrodisiac for men. It has been tested, there's studies done on it. You can definitely go check it out. I think at one point I did a video in collaboration with MJ. Her name is It's MJ, and we both shared aphrodisiac fragrances in our collection. So this one is definitely one of those. An aphrodisiac, if you don't know, is basically a component, something that will compel someone to fall in love with you, but it's been used in multiple different type of ways. Just basically something that is going to make that person fall head over heels for you. So this scent to me is a cold scent. I know a lot of people find it to be a warmer scent. I find it to be a cold scent. The lavender is quite cold. The vanilla doesn't really heat it up. It just kind of adds this delicacy and sweetness to the fragrance. I don't find this to be an overly gourmand fragrance, although I believe it was made to be a gourmand fragrance and most people do find it that way. But to my nose, the herbal element of the lavender is so strong, sharp, and quite fresh that it kind of overrides anything that the sugar crystals or the vanilla would do, in a sense of making it more gourmand. There is this kind of milky, lactonic background to it, but yeah, the lavender is front and center. So although it is quarantine, so I haven't been able to really wear it outside. That's when I got it, was during quarantine, but I have been able to wear it around my family, and the guys really like it a lot. My brothers generally are so used to me smelling completely different every single time they see me. They usually never pass a comment anymore. Like, they're just kind of over it. But they both said that they really enjoyed the scent. So yeah, guys really do like it. Paired with that vanilla sweetness and the sugary element, it kind of adds a little bit of this femininity to the scent, because lavender can often end up smelling very masculine, and in fact a lot of female or feminine fragrances don't feature lavender. That's definitely more of a masculine fragrance note, which is kind of weird to me. But the vanilla in here and the sugar crystals do kind of bring out this kind of softness and gentleness to it, to that very powerful lavender, although this is still overall a unisex fragrance. All right, so the next most captivating fragrance is Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. Now, this scent is for a dude who really appreciates maybe a more dominant woman, a very powerful and strong woman. Because to me, a very powerful and strong woman is what this bottle, what this juice really embodies. So when I wear it, that's how I feel. I feel dominant. I feel like, you know, the queen of the world, like a CEO. Like, I can be on Shark Tank and be like, nope, not accepting this. Nope, not accepting that. I'm gonna ask for full equity over here. Like, just, you know, major CEO, businesswoman type of vibes. This is overall a unisex fragrance. A lot of Tom Ford fragrances, in fact, I would say most of them are quite kind of fluid. There isn't a really strict femininity or masculinity to all of them. To many of them, not all of them, but to many of them. But this one to me is just straight up the most high quality, supple, brand new leather. Like the brand new leather interior of, you know, a foreign sports car. That's what this smells like. So this actually has cardamom in it, as well as, I believe, cedar. And I think both of those kind of add to the sweetness element. It's not like this is a sweet scent, but there's kind of this, I don't know, there's something to the leather that kind of rounds it out and really fills it out. So it's not just a flat leather scent. There's a lot of, I don't know, texture to it. Like when you feel leather and you can feel like the grain of it, that's what this entire fragrance is like to me. It's like one long piece or fabric of just leather, just extending on and on and on. Oh my gosh, I love this one so much. This is the kind of scent that really lets people know that you are a powerhouse of a woman. In fact, I think you could actually spray this on a mouse. Don't actually do it, animal cruelty. But if you were to spray this on a mouse, it would turn into a lion. I am telling you, that is the vibe that I get from here. And for those guys who really do enjoy a woman who can take charge, who is her own person, all of that, I think that this would be a major fill in the gap for that person. I don't want to get too risque with how I explain this, but I'm telling you, a guy who does like someone who is dominant, anyone who likes someone who is very dominant, will find this scent super appealing. And yeah. All right, so next up I have this little decant of Lira. So my good friend Letty from Instagram sent this to me. She's super sweet and she sent it over, and it is a gorgeous gourmand fragrance. So Lira is from Xerjoff. So Lira has become quite popular as a really beautiful gourmand, lemony pastry type of scent. And when I wear this, I get compliments all the time. This is also one of the fragrances that I wore out, and someone did compliment me through the mask. Through a mask, they could smell it and they really enjoyed it. They said I smell like cupcakes. So that's definitely a compliment for me. Now, there are a lot of fragrances that I think are really well done that fall into this category. Some of those fragrances are Love and Crime from Ex Nihilo. There is also Unknown Pleasures from Kerosene. El de la Little Olympica actually smells a little bit like this. It kind of lacks the pastry element, but the lemony part is definitely the same. But this is like a warm lemon meringue pie or lemon muffin, something lemony, sweet, and then with that, you know, buttery caramel pastry element to it as well. So it's a very dense and decadent scent for sure. And if there is a guy who has a sweet tooth, this is definitely something that is going to attract them. This is something that is going to make you smell edible and pretty irresistible. And it's not overly foody either. Like, you can carry it as a perfume. It doesn't smell too foody. It's quite gourmand, like it is full on gourmand, but it doesn't go into the overly foodie territory, which I really appreciate in a fragrance. Like, to me, this is the equivalent of baking a beautiful lemon meringue pie and walking into a room with your little apron on, and you kind of make eye contact with your boo, you know, that kind of that little scene. That is what I get with this one. All right, so next up I have an Amouage. So this one is called Love Tuberose, and my goodness, is this a gorgeous white floral. So white flowers are also known to be aphrodisiacs. For example, jasmine is a very well-known one that for centuries has been accepted as an aphrodisiac fragrance. This one has jasmine, obviously the tuberose, as well as gardenia, and then it has a gorgeous note of whipped cream. Like, this has a note of whipped cream, which is just, I love the creamy note that is in here. And then of course they have a little bit of vanilla and sandalwood to really smooth things over. But this is absolutely delectable. You have to like gardenia though, because the kind of bitter green edge that gardenia often carries is definitely in here. There is a little bit of indole in here too, not in a very dark way, it's very bright, but it does have that kind of questionable, in a fun way, type of indolic edge to it as well. So the gardenia has its bitter green element, but the tuberose brought in all of its sweetness, and you know, the kind of sweetness that tuberose is often sometimes in some perfumes ends up being very candy-like. It's not candy-like in here, thankfully, but it is very sweet. And then the jasmine, I feel, just kind of plays as the mediator to bring both of them together, really marry them together really well. And then the whipped cream in here is pure luxury. I'm telling you, if you wanted to taste whipped cream that straight up tasted like tuberose or gardenia or jasmine, this would be the smell of that whipped cream. This is a kind of scent that is very refined, but it also carries a great projection and sillage. So if you are trying to get noticed, maybe you're not trying to get noticed, but whether you are or not, you are going to get noticed because it does have amazing sillage. It is very captivating. There's something so intriguing and alluring about all of these grand white florals all brought together into this one beautiful creamy mixture. It's absolutely lovely. I really enjoy it. But remember, this one does have a little bit of the gourmand element to it, but because of the gardenia, I feel like it has enough of the kind of natural freshness to keep it from becoming really sugary and gourmandish. It's not in that direction, although it does have whipped cream. The whipped cream is much more for the texture and the feel of the scent. All right, so I have another captivating fragrance for you. So this one is Bonbon Couture, and Bonbon Couture is actually a fragrance I believe strongly that I am partially anosmic to it, because it has this grand list of notes, like a huge note pyramid, and I don't pick up on like even half of those notes. And then also in all of the reviews, people can really pick up on these notes and I can't. So I feel like I'm kind of partially anosmic to it. But although my nose might not be able to smell this perfectly, it does not mean other people can't, because my oh my, do I bring a certain type of compliment from this perfume. When I wear this perfume, there is just something about it that draws people in. It has a captivating factor to it. I really wish I knew what it was. To me, it's quite musky, although there is no musk listed. It's very airy and musky. I would say that this one is a lot less dense and caramel driven compared to the original Bonbon. That one definitely has more caramel that I can even pick up on, and that one doesn't have this kind of musky lift to it. But I think the musky lightness, the airiness in the scent that I pick up on really allows it to kind of travel, and the sillage of it brings people in. Of course, it has white flowers in here, it has neroli, it has mandarin, it has caramel, so it's a gourmand scent for sure. A gourmand white floral with, you know, fruity touches to it as well. But this one definitely is a very well-loved one, and if you are trying to make someone fall in love, I think that this one is a great way to go. Plus, I don't find it to be particularly cloying. Of course, like I said, I am partially anosmic, but it seems not to be one that irritates anyone. So if you're really trying to spend time with someone, get to know someone, and you're not trying to overwhelm them, then this might be a good scent to go for. But yeah, this one is well loved, and that's all I can really say on it, because I do have to be honest with you, I am not fully able to pick up on everything in this scent. Okay, so the next fragrance I'm going to share that is super captivating and definitely will make someone fall head over heels for you is La Nuititrasor à la Folie from Lancôme. Now this one I call my benzoin bomb, and this is because this carries the exact same DNA, like the basic structure of the original La Nuititrasor. However, this one is so much more deep and syrupy and thick and just really, I don't know, full. It's just a nice, robust scent. Needless to say, I enjoy this one a lot more than my original La Nuititrasor. That one is beautiful, but it lacks a certain level of depth. This one, my benzoin baby, it has depth to it for sure. It has the peppery characteristic that is common throughout the original and this one. There's that kind of peppery feel to it, but then it also softens up quite quickly. The other one doesn't soften up that well, but this one, it does soften up. The vanilla and tonka come out to play early. There's pear in here, rose, patchouli, violet. It is packed with a lot of notes, but this one I can actually pick up on the notes. Like as it goes through its composition, I do get to pick out on the different elements, and that's one thing that I find really beautiful. It's quite the experience, and this is definitely a very romantic fragrance. This one is great for going out to dinner, something like that, because there's something very tantalizing about it. There's something very mysterious to it. Although it's not the darkest fragrance out there, there is this kind of mystery to it. So if you want to be that mystery woman that kind of tantalizes a man but he doesn't know why, then this one would definitely be for you. So in this one, you do have the gourmand element if you want to be a little bit edible, but it also has quite a beautiful composition to it as well. So if there is a guy who does enjoy fragrances, like whoever you are trying to woo enjoys fragrances, they are going to be able to appreciate the composition in this one, because I do find it to be quite delightful. So this one is the next captivating fragrance, and it is La Nuititrasor à la Folie. All right, next up for our captivating fragrance, we have this beautiful, decadent, luxurious orange blossom fragrance. This one is Stephanod, and it is from Parfums de Marly. Parfums de Marly does a great job at creating fragrances that are ultra feminine, but in a very composed, refined way, and this is definitely one of those very feminine fragrances. It has quite a presence to it. It's not, you know, too girly or, you know, frou-frou or anything like that. There's definitely a nice stability, definitely a presence, like I said, to this scent, and it is also so sweet, tender, and endearing. So I think that this one is quite hard to resist. There's also a beautiful, thick and creamy vanilla mixed in with this nice and deep amber. So there's kind of this amber core to it that kind of makes it a little bit more luminous and like radiant from the inside out type of a scent. And it's so smooth and creamy. That is like the first thing I think of when I smell this one, is that creaminess, and I really do enjoy it. But be careful with this one. Not only is it a head turner, but this one is going to bring unsolicited requests for your phone number. So if you don't want that, then maybe ease up on this one, because it definitely is a captivating fragrance that will definitely have men falling for you. All right, so if we can all give a warm welcome to the Grand Master of allure and being captivating, and that is Oud Bouquet from Maison Lancôme. This is a powerhouse fragrance and This one is potent and effective. There is a gorgeous oud rose combination in here. The oud to me is quite easy to take in. I would say it's not the most challenging oud, but it is a powerful one. It's not a shy oud whatsoever, but it is sweetened and kind of candied in a way that I think it's a lot easier to take in. There's praline in here that I think kind of adds to that sweet, you know, gourmand feel to it. And then of course there's the vanilla and rose. This is super duper boozy, very, very intoxicating. Like, this one deserves the term intoxicating. So if you're trying to cast a spell, you know, get someone to fall in love with you, stop digging through your spell book, stop looking for a love potion, because I have the love potion right here, and it is Oud Bouquet from Maison Lancôme. And last but not least, for our captivating fragrances that make people fall in love with you, I have to present Alien Essence Absolue from Mugler. Now this one has also been discontinued, but it is possible to find it on the web, and also it has a very, very strong reflection of the original in it. So if you can't get this one, I'm pretty sure you could just layer certain fragrances that have more vanilla and incense to them with the original Alien to kind of get the same result as this one. But this little concoction right here, whatever they put in here, whatever magic that they work to, you know, fill up this bottle, it definitely is one that is captivating, and it is definitely one that will make someone fall in love with you. Of course, this one is a jasmine-based fragrance, which I already said that jasmine is an aphrodisiac, but there's also vanilla in here, and vanilla is also an aphrodisiac, especially combined with jasmine. And then add in that spiral of incense, and you have this smoked out jasmine with that, you know, kind of tenderness and sweetness of the myrrh. There's a little bit of myrrh in here, and of course the vanilla as well. And to me, this is far more interesting than the original for sure. And it is one that has been proven to bring in compliments, not only for me, but several people that I know who own this scent. They say that they pull in a lot of compliments. The projection, sillage, and longevity of this one is incredible. So if you were to go to some sort of matchmaker event, you know, speed dating, something like that, this one would last the entire night, and I guarantee every single person that you meet is going to be asking for your number, asking maybe for your hand in marriage. Who knows? Who knows? Who's to say? But yeah, this one is definitely a stunner, but it doesn't have the same level of sharpness that the original does, which I really appreciate. I like that the edges are a little bit more smooth in this one. It makes it a bit more approachable, so don't worry, people won't be afraid to approach you if you're wearing this one. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap up my 10 most captivating fragrances of all time. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what fragrances that you think are the most captivating in your collection that I may have missed or have never even heard of. You know, open my eyes, open my nose. Let me, you know, see a new world through the eye of perfumery, because I'm telling you, I feel like I can travel when I smell perfume. I'm just like zapped away to a whole different place, which I love about it. I really do love that about perfume, and that has been really helpful to me during quarantine. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable time with me here today as we sit and chat about perfume. If you did enjoy this video, definitely give it a like, share it with a friend. It really helps me out, so I appreciate every single like, view, subscriber, all of that. Thank you guys. That's all I have for you. Have a good one.